Hello, ladies and gentlemen. RP2 Vision would like to welcome you to another edition of AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Without further ado, here's your host, Ronald Ray.
Hello, mans and sirs, and welcome to AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Sorry I've been lacking on the AEW recap shows. I'm pretty sure you other working people will understand that, sometimes jobs do get in the way of things. But anyway, let's talk about this week's AEW show. This, of course, was the go-home show for the upcoming Full Gear pay-per-view coming up this Saturday. And as if you watch the show, John Moxley kept on calling it Sunday. I guess he'll have a flashback from the good old WWE days. Anyway, we start off this week's show with a tag team match with Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Sorry, I can't talk today. Beginning of the match, they all just start going at it, all four men at once, going fist of fury with the good guys shining. JAS would get the heat by working over Bryan Danielson's eyes, or injured eye. He would eventually get the hot tag to Claudio, and he would just blister. I'm talking blister. Chris Jericho with those European uppercuts. In the end, Jericho would try to use the bat, but Claudio would snatch him up with a big giant swing. After that, Jericho would again try to use the bat, hit Claudio with, but Claudio would lock him into the sharpshooter scorpion deathlock. I forgot what they call it there. Anyway, Jericho would tap out and give Claudio and Bryan Danielson the victory in the first match. And of course, this match will feature the all four competitors for the four-way match coming up at Full Gear for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. Oh my gosh, did I forget to? I forget to make this. This is actually the Ring of Honor AEW Dynamite recap show. Anyway, forgot my little joke there. Sorry. Next up, we'll get hype videos for the Moxley MJF match and Darby Allin and Sting little promo video. We also get a brand new music video from the Acclaim. Daddy ass Billy Gunn would attack Swerve Strickland as he was coming to the ring, and as the officials were occupied, Anthony Bowens would attack Swerve, getting the upper hand. But Strickland would get the advantage and start working over Bowens' arm. And Strickland would perform a sick little maneuver that would cause Anthony's shoulder to move in a way that made it look like his whole shoulder separated. It looked pretty sick. I want to say it's an accident really is going to happen, I think. But anyway, Strickland would get the victory. I believe Excalibur called it the JML, but it was basically a half, looked like a half-wing angel, but wasn't sit up on his shoulders. He just did a little, half Nelson lift up and cradled him down, and that's how he got the victory. After that, we got Nyla Rose, Jay Carglin hype video. Samoa Joe would cut a promo talking about why he turned against Wardlow, which led to a small scrimmage between Samoa Joe, Wardlow, and Powerhouse Hobbs. They would announce Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, and Wardlow in a three-way match for I believe it will be for the TNT title. I don't think Joe's Ring of Honor television title will be online. Next up, we'll have the Trios Championship match with Death Triangle, Penta El Zero Muendo, Rey Fénix, and the Bastard Pac going against Top Flight, the Brothers, Dante and Darius Martin with AR Fox. Uh, it was great to see Darius back. As I mentioned on the show, he was in a automobile accident that injured his leg. I think much amongst other things too, but I can't remember the full story or anything. Pretty good to see AR Fox. I never watched what's it called, Dark, the YouTube show, but I think he's made some appearance on there. But like I said, I never watched. But last thing I've ever heard from AR Fox was he was the head trainer for WWA 4 Wrestling School in Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, he was he was a head trainer. The old head trainer was Mr. Hughes, but stepped down so AR Fox can be the trainer. I think that's where he had trained too. I think he had a hand in also training Austin Theory. Um, anyway, this match looked good. Flippy, high flying match. The thing you'll typically see out all six of these guys. Uh, some of the stuff just looks way too choreographed. But I guess you got to make sure everybody's safe. Um, I mean, everything looked good and everything, but in the end, it was a death triangle prevailed in the match. And of course, at the end, they cut a little promo, say, "Hey, let's quit the garbage, the tease," and they made the announcement at Full Gear. It will be Death Triangle defending the Trios Championship against the former champions who never lost them, the Elite, the Young Bucks with Kenny Omega. So that should be interesting. I don't know if I would have necessarily booked it that way. More on that later. Actually, more on that on another video. Next up is for the number one contenders championship. Number one contenders for the world title tournament. It was Ethan Page with Stokely Hathaway against Bandito. They start out this a normal filling out process, trading moves. Bandito getting some shine in, and also got to display a bit of. He's a bit on the strong side. It seems like he did just a straight up suplex. He actually did a military press on Ethan Page. But Page would get the advantage after Stokely grabbed the foot of Bandito. Bandito would make a bit of a comeback. He had a frog splash, looked pretty good. Looked way better than Dominic Mysterio's. But he only got a 2 count. In the end, Ethan Page with the Ego's Edge, I think that's what they call it. He used that to get the W. Decent match, I think. I know they got another match coming up Friday with Lance Archer and Ricky Sparks or Starks, wherever his name is. That might be a good match, but I think in the end, Ethan Page will win the whole tournament. But yeah, it looks like at full gear, it's going to be Ethan Page against the winner of the Archer and Ricky Starks match. And this was actually your main event match. And I really wish this dropped the interim crap. I don't know, nothing against Thunder Rosa, but she's been going how long now? Drop it. Yes, I've said that every video I've said or I've done with AEW. Drop this, drop that. Definitely drop that interim stuff. Come on, it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let it make sense. She's a champion because Thunder Rosa got hurt. If she comes back, I think she has a lot of heat, I guess. in the locker room. But that's the gossip on that. But if she does come back, then yeah, she gets her match, win or lose, however they want to book it. This was actually a decent match. Uh, got to show that Tony Storm can